Thanks to them word boys, there's too many zogging squigs around the camp, and I've already eaten enough of them today. You boys need to figure out what we's gonna be doing with all these red gits. Before that mad run herd boss finds out they've been eating all his super grots, I's got to make plans for the war. So get to it, for I start crumping you lot too.
Welcome back to Here We Go, our regular article series on what the galaxy has to look forward to as the latest war rapidly approaches. As you may remember from back when we first met them, the Beast Snaggas have found many ingenious ways to use squigs in their everyday lives, and some of them don't even involve biting. With the Beast Snaggas army box we saw during Warhammer Fest Online just over the horizon, we're taking a look at some of the other uses they found for the ordinary red monsters. Blowing things up, bomb squigs, in addition to being a right laugh, according to most orcs, are an effective way of ensuring a payload of high explosives gets somewhat close to the enemy before exploding. Often herded alongside mobs of squig hog boys and piloted by a particularly unfortunate Gretchen, these smart weapons are remarkably accurate by orc standards and never fail to make a pleasingly loud bang when the bomb goes off. Bomb squig. Once per turn, when a unit with a bomb squig is selected to shoot or fire Overwatch, if it has any bomb squigs remaining, the unit can release one. When it does so, you can select one enemy unit, excluding aircraft. That is within 12 inches of the unit with a squig bomb. When firing Overwatch, this must be the charging unit, and roll one. Number of bomb squigs the unit is equipped with is then reduced by one. Headbutting things. Being the violent, brutal creatures that they are, Beast Snagga knobs often like to modify their squig mounts to increase the damage they do while barreling into the enemy. This led to the creation of the Smasher Squig, a monster so outstandingly brainless that it takes an orc of rare caliber to even herd the thing. Their thick skulls and remarkable resistance to concussion makes them excellent candidates for smashing headlong into enemy troops, augmented by the thick sheets of metal that are often crudely bolted to their heads. Smasher Ed. Each time this model finishes a charge move or heroic intervention move, select one enemy unit that is within engagement range of this model and roll 5d6 for each result of 4+. That enemy unit suffers one mortal wound. Seeing better. Few orcs care about whether or not their shooting actually hits their target, so as long as the gun makes sufficient noise and looks flashy for those that have heard of words like accuracy. However, several ingenious solutions are on hand to give them an edge, but ineffective comrades. One of the more common is the targeting squig, hardwired with the wonders of orc science to make its master something approaching a passable shot. It almost looks like the squig has been left to aim and fire the gun itself, doesn't it? It must take a particularly important kind of beast snagger to secure such a complex device. holding stuff. We're not quite sure what the doc keeps in their squig drip, but it can't be pleasant, given how the orc approach to medicine generally entails stapling wounds together. The long-suffering pain bosses that follow hordes of beast snaggers around are just as likely to have hooked it up there for a quick snack as for any medical purpose. They do still manage to be effective battlefield surgeons, however, so we're sure they know what they're doing. Pulling things. Squigs can get rather big, as anyone unlucky enough to be on the receiving end of a squig-off charge can attest. Some of the larger kinds make perfect beasts of burden with the brute strength necessary to tow large war engines into battle. What exactly are these contraptions? You'll have to wait just a little bit longer to find out. That's all we have time for today, as the boys are getting fidgety and it looks like everything's about to kick off. With the Beast Snaggas army box, including early access to the full Codex Orcs, arriving for pre-order this month. Join us on Saturday for our next Warhammer preview online, which is taking on a decidedly orky flavour as we find out what's been brewing in the Octarius sector. So that's another video for Here We Go in the Bag. Now it seemed to be more rules this time around, but if you didn't notice, the pain boss did get a new Ed and he did get a new power claw. Now I have to say I really love this new Ed and I love that power claw. It's like a snake basically. So yeah, that really is going to suit some snake bites, but I'm going to have to use that anyway in my opinion. It's better than that last one. And also they hinted again at that big war wagon that we've seen in the trailer and we've seen slowly being leaked. So make sure you tune into Warhammer Online Preview, because I'm sure they're going to show that vehicle to us. Anyway, as always, this is G The Hypersapien.